Canadians voted, and I respect the results. Nearly 3 million Canadians supported the New Democrats, and we are the voice for people. And what we've seen for too long in Ottawa is that the rich and powerful have a voice. They've got a voice in the Liberal Party and in the Conservative Party, but everyday working class families don't have a voice, and we are their voice, and we're going to fight for them. So that's one thing top of mind. In terms of our priorities, we laid out some of those already. I've laid out our priorities during the campaign, but more recently I've said really clearly that there's 3 things that I want to see happen specifically. 2 things that I talked about were the clear commitment to Pharmacare. And we know that Canadians are worried about healthcare. This is something that would unite Canadians across the country. People consider that a priority, and we want to see a commitment to universal, publicly delivered Pharmacare for all, and that means a timeline, a framework. That means making sure that we've got some clear steps that are going to be indicated in the throne speech. That's what I'm looking for. Also, throughout the campaign, we heard a lot of people talking about dental care. And it's come to attention that Canadians are really worried about not having access to dental care. So that's got to be, I want to see an openness to dental care from the Prime Minister in the throne speech. We also talked about the importance of justice for First Nations and for the first people of this land. And a starting point would be to drop the appeal against First Nations kids. We've called on the government to do that. That would be a priority we'd like to see in the throne speech. And finally, fighting the climate crisis. This is something that is essential. Canadians voted in a large way to say that we need to act boldly and immediately to tackle the climate crisis. We don't see the commitments reflected in a meaningful way we're prepared to vote against. I'm keeping an open mind, and I'm not drawing any lines in the sand, but I'm making it really clear I am prepared to vote against, our party is prepared to vote against if it doesn't reflect the important things that Canadians sent us here to do.